And I want to show you just a few more people before I sign off for tonight. Maurice Comey. Maurice Comey made the headlines of the New York Times sports pages by defeating the current Olympic champion in 1969, Jan Drimba, by knocking him out of the tournament. This is the LeMay that he was wearing in that Martini and Rossi International where Maurice won. The LeMay was made by national champion Bobby Russell. He was a 65 champion. He worked for Giorgio. He made that LeMay. Maurice donated it to us. We thank Maurice for that. Over here, Teddy Levis was the under-19 national saber champion. You can see his LeMay he donated. And of course, he was trained by that great coach again, Daniel Costin. And you can see that. Teddy grew up in Pacific Palisades. We thank him and his family, Harry and Ellen, his parents, for donating that to us. And then we have, of course, one of the gold medals that Albie Axelrod donated to us. Albie made 5 Olympic teams, bronze medal in the Olympics in 1960, 5th in the World Championships in Philadelphia. There's an Olympic donation from Bobby Bloom over there, his jacket and hat, 64 Olympics in Tokyo. We have the big display for Jan Romney, which I went over in a previous video. And now come on over here, show you a little bit of, don't want to forget Ann Marsh and Ira Zimmerman, all teammates over at Rochester. And there's the wonderful donation from Ira Zimmerman, and pictures of her for the Olympics. There's Ann and Iris together right over here. And Ann Marsh is going into the Hall of Fame this next year at the Nationals. She was voted in, and she will be inducted at the Summer Nationals coming up. Ann Marsh over here. We've got a saber that was donated. Michel Luc, who was twice president of U.S. Fencing, and is given credit for setting up the first professional office run by Carla May Richards. And that was his father's saber in Alexandria, Egypt. We thank him for that. Over here, this display is for Michel Hulot. This stuff was donated to us by his daughters, Miriam Hulot and Patricia Arakawa Hulot. Michel Hulot is in the Hall of Fame. We see his equipment there. He, of course, coached the greatest foil fencer of all time. Okay? From France, and moved to New York, Fencers Club, trained everybody at the Fencers Club. We thank them for the display that they gave us. And of course, you can see what a handsome man Michel Hulot always was. Here's a display from Zadok Longenbach. Zadok was trained by Miklos Bartha at Santelli's in New York in Greenwich Village on 6th Avenue. And in fact, it was 412 6th Avenue, right over Bigelow's drugstore. And Zadok donated this stuff to us. We thank him for that. He went from a beginner to the Olympic team in 5 years. Zadok Longenbach. Over here, the great Joanna de Tuscan. Joanna de Tuscan, now, some of this is replica, some of it is original. Joanna de Tuscan was the first women's national champion from outside New York. She won the Nationals in 36, made the Olympic team. But the New Yorkers, our rules in AFLA at the time were so strict that if you even helped a professional coach in any way or dealt with him too closely, they considered you out of the league. They would vote you out. Her husband was a professional coach, so they threw her out, and she never fenced again from 1936 on. She became the world professional fencing champion in London in 1939, made lots of money working as an advertising, beautiful model for Maxwell House Coffee, Wheaties, and Camel cigarettes, of all things. And she was inducted into the Hall of Fame when she was in her 90s in Sacramento. I was very happy to discuss her and have him present her with the award. And I think we've covered a lot of people here. And in the future, we'll show you some more stuff that's coming in. Soon, a display will be developed by George Worth. Karen Worth, his widow, has sent us a beautiful donation, and carpenters are building some displays for me at this point. Soon, you will see that display of the great George Worth. Thanks for watching.